the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank everyone for coming. We're going to do the Board of Finance meeting first. So I'm calling that to order. We got a resolution. It's Resolution 2010-01, Establishment of the Board of Finance for 2011. Whereas Indiana law requires establishment of a Board of Finance annually, and whereas the Board of Trustees wishes to function as the Board of Finance as a whole, now therefore it resolved that the Board of School Trustees authorizes the entire Board of Trustees to serve as the Board of Finance for the calendar year of 2011. Officers will serve the same capacities on both boards, and all Board of Finance business will be conducted within the regular Board of Trustees meeting. Is there a motion for acceptance?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor of the motion, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0. Review report of investing officer.
Mrs. Rittenhouse added to your packets an investment report for 2010 that included the interest that was gained. That is simply for your review. In addition, there is an investment policy that is the current policy that is 6144, and that too is simply in your packets for an annual review.
Okay. Depositories.
The depositories the board would need to vote on. I would like to maintain the current, which is Old National, Chase, Mutual Federal, and Star, and I would also like to add the flexibility of First Merchants, and then that would include all local banks.
Hearing the depositories, is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor of the motion, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0. Any new business, additional business? If not, I'll go ahead and adjourn the finance meeting. Thank you. Now I'll call to order for the regular school board meeting. Consent agenda, minutes from December 21st, any corrections, additions? Hearing none. Claims. Any questions on the claims? Okay. Personnel report. Mr. Simpson.
Resignation.
Sorry about that.
Brittany Hemmerding, instructional assistant at Yorktown Middle School, effective January 28th, 2011. Volunteers. Johnny Wales, volunteer wrestling coach for the 2010-2011 school year at YHS. New hires, all for the remaining school year: Mackenzie LaPrade, lifeguard at YHS; Tanner Davis, lifeguard at YHS; Tyler Donges, lifeguard at YHS; Corey Canaday, lifeguard at YHS; Tannen Claxton, lifeguard at YHS; and Mary Hazen, lifeguard at YHS. And appointments or transfers for the 2011-2012 school year: Jenny Morgan, boys varsity tennis coach at YHS.
Any questions, comments on the personnel report? Okay, do we have a motion to pass the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0. Public comments. As most of you know, you need to stand, give your name and address. Please hold it about 3 or 4 minutes for the review. New business and reports. Approval of vocational education courses at YHS.
In your packet, you had a description of 17 courses that were either new or they were existing and we're renaming them. These courses will be taught in the vocational education arena. We feel it'd be a good fit for some of our students who maybe would need some more selection with elective courses. They're also great for career development, and they're going in the right direction as far as what the state is looking at for technical and career development. So it is my recommendation that you approve these new courses or approve the renaming of the current courses. And I know Mrs. Whitman did a nice job of laying out what was current and what wasn't and what was actually a new course. We have met with the Muncie Area Career Center, and we all are working with them as well, because this does require some board approval on their end, so we're actually working with them along in the same process. In addition, there was another one that was added a little bit later, and I put it on in front of you. It was 5236, and it was just another IT course that goes right along the same lines for the vocational education.
Any highlighted classes, anything as far as new classes are concerned?
Just the ones you have.
Anything you're particularly excited about?
No, all of them.
We have a motion.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0. Approval of new course addition at YHS.
In addition to the vocational education courses, you also have a copy of 2 new courses that have been proposed by the physical education department: advanced weightlifting and the conditioning for women. Both would be a semester-long course.
And when will they start?
It depends on enrollment, so if they have an enrollment that allow them to run, they would be starting in the fall, possibly spring, depending on how the schedule falls. These are 1 semester courses.
Of next school year.
Yes.
Motion to accept.
Second?
Second.
Any further discussion?
Mrs. Whitman, but these will be taught with existing personnel, correct?
Yes, sir.
Are we going to eliminate 2 courses to put these 2 in?
No.
Okay, so these are different.
If you look at the flow chart that was provided by the PE department, PE 1, students are required 2 credits.
I didn't give you the chart
Oh.
of descriptions.
There's a flow chart that will be in the course description guide that helps to articulate it a little bit. Students are required 2 PE credits by Indiana state law. 1 credit, we require them to take the PE 1. The 2nd credit, they have the option of either taking PE 2, or they can flex out, or they can do one of the electives if they received an A or B in PE 1. So we think you'll see more students opting out of PE 2 and going into a more specialized PE course, if they choose not to flex out.
Can they did anybody flex out? Is that when is that?
We just started, so you'll see that happen next year.
I didn't know. when it-
Right now, all
exact
freshmen
second
are in
semester.
PE 1 and health. So you'll see the ripple of that next year when they have the choice of going PE 2, flex, or elective.
Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0. Bus fuel bids.
I put in front of you a fuel bid